The fairest way to match mentors is not to give everyone their best match. Now that sounds wrong. It's the single most important thing we learned building this. Women are 35% of STEM graduates, and that hasn't moved in a decade. Mentorship is one of the few things that reliably helps, but most programs match people one at a time in a spreadsheet like manner by whoever seems like a good fit. And matching one at a time quietly rewards whoever was already easiest to place. We are quantum solvers, each from four distinct Grow It Google tracks: project management, data analytics, cybersecurity, and Python automation. And this is Braid. Braid is an equitable mentorship pairing engine. It's a full working software, not a mock-up. It runs the whole program, applications to matchings, relationships after, and it matches an entire cohort at once. So we started somewhere. And the first version we built basically just helped mentors to pick the kind of mentees they want. And mentees are picking mentors and all of that, and that wasn't sufficient, right? Because browsing kills rewards confidence. It rewards spare time, it rewards knowing what to look for. And that's exactly the kind of advantage that the people who are actually building for might not have. A directory of mentors is only useful if you already know how to work in a room, how to work with the influence. So Braid doesn't ask her to go look for a mentor. A coordinator runs a match across the whole cohort and reviews it and decides what gets published. Now let me show you. Currently, we have 14 mentees in a cohort, 8 mentors, and there are 4 matched. 17 are still without a match based on the algorithm. When we go into the application form, each organization asks different questions. The coordinator application form, the application form. So every organization has totally different questions, right? The coordinator builds the form, the admin. So the system doesn't really know the questions in advance. So this is a dynamic form that you can always update. We're going to the criteria, which is the backbone of the system. Now, the coordinator, who is the admin of a cohort, decides what matters, how much, and what are the non-negotiables, like the hard constraints, whether they are a shared skill or a workable time zone. Now, when we go into a run, this is basically all the criteria. Now, when we make a run based on the roster, this is the roster of everyone that has signed up. When we make a run, you kind of see what's happening. Now, watch. This is the whole cohort being solved. Now you have 64% coverage, 5 unmatched. And there's going to be a reason why people are matched and why some aren't. Take for example, we have Blessing Adewale and Priya. Why? So, given the answers that they picked, Blessing has backing fundamentals, and the mentor also shows interest in backing fundamentals as well. And that's just a minute part of how the algorithm works. So it's basically running on the Hungarian optimization algorithm that helps us show a best fit cost matrix for different mentee to mentor pair. Having said all this, and you can look at your daily annual report, you can see what's happening. You can see it from your own, you can see it from the participant standpoint, from the mentor standpoint. You can see what's really happening, right? You can see the conversation. I feel that this is a step forward in the sense that you can track the growth of your cohort. Now, there are 2 things we haven't finished, which is the free text answers and scored. We won't invent a similarity from string overlap, so that's the taxonomy we'll build next. And outcomes aren't tracked on a time axis yet, so those charts are empty for now. Now, Braid doesn't fix gender inequality in STEM. That's what She Code Africa does. That's what Rewriting the Code does. it only makes sure that when a program hands out a scarce mentor hours, it does it transparently, at scale, and with equity in the algorithm, not in the marketing. This has been Braid, our capstone project with Grow with Google and Mentor Me Collective.